have got such a flair for food. Take their classic tricolor salad, for instance. It is just like their flag, with deep red tomatoes, creamy white cheese, and of course, wonderful green basil. Basil, in Italian basilico, is one of the most widely used and aromatic herbs in the Italian kitchen. It's mainly grown here in the north, the so-called Garden of Italy, where hundreds of farms produce thousands of tons of basil each year, all destined to become pasta sauce. Giuseppe Ercole comes from a long line of Italian basil growers.
Well, we've been growing basil since the very early stages, I believe, beginning of the 30s.
Giuseppe's growers produce 1,000 tons of these lovely leaves every year. At home, does your wife cook with basil? Do you cook with basil? Do your kids eat basil?
They love it. We love pesto sauce, and they all love it. You know, kids, I think, they love very fluid and homogeneous sauce, and they just love the taste of basil, and they love pesto
Don't they get fed up with it because your dad grows all this basil?
Well, we eat plenty of different sauces, but I think pesto is one of their favorites.
Here are a few facts about basil I think you need to know. Traditionally, basil kept us safe from dragons, basilisks as they were called, hence the name. Native to India, it came west from China 1,000 years ago because it was so easy to grow indoors. In India, basil is sacred to the Hindus and is burnt like incense in their last rites. It's called the royal herb because the ancient Egyptians used to use it to preserve their mummies. This is Jerry, this is one of Giuseppe's basil growers, and we'll quick chat with him about how he grows his basil. Which variety do you actually grow here, Giuseppe?
This is the variety called Genoa. It's the most common one, the most perfumed, the most highly priced variety.
Is it actually difficult to grow?
This is organic basil. So the main problem is having a lot of care of the plant, and of course plenty of water for irrigation.
They grow so much basil on this farm, they need a combine harvester to pick it. The type of basil Giuseppe uses is fast growing, can be cut 3 times in a season, and they only use the young top leaves. The seeds are sown in the springtime, and the basil can be harvested from June onwards, depending on the weather, of course. One to show Fernie when I get back. I've never been to a basil field before in my life, and this is the first time, but it is absolutely overwhelming. I mean, look at this beautiful bush basil. Look at this growing. They just cut the tops off, and it grows again. And to think we buy it in tiddly little pots in a supermarket. When you have as much basil as Giuseppe does, you may as well do something pretty useful with it. This basil was only cut this morning, and Giuseppe is going to turn it into the signature pasta sauce of northern Italy, pesto. It hasn't wilted at all, has it? I mean, it's still very firm. So what have we got here, Giuseppe?
So this is a blend of extra virgin olive oil and sunflower seed oil.
It feels very hot. What?
Yeah, it's warmed up to about 50-55 degrees. Start warming up the ingredients before the finished product goes into the jar.
This is the nuts going in. It's a mixture of cashew nuts and also pine nuts. Put on the basil and off it goes.
At this stage we are adding all the powder ingredients, which are the 2 main cheeses, Pecorino Romano and the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. Then we add the salt.
Is that salt there?
Exactly.
That's the salt. How many jars does that make?
800 grams makes about 4,000 jars.
Is that all?
Yeah, so it's about 10 minutes of production.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
It's 4,000 jars?
Exactly.
Look at all this cheese going in. Look at it all. Look. Tons of it. It smells wonderful. Prosciutto is the Italian word for the pounding or the mix of ingredients to make pesto. Here, this is prosciutto on an industrial scale. Look at this. This is the finished product. And it smells absolutely fabulous. It smells of the fields this morning. And 3 or 4 hours later, look where we are. But that isn't there, and it is absolutely fabulous. Look at that. This will quite happily keep for a month in the fridge now and use it for all sorts of different things. But on a completely different note, this process here I'm fascinated with. And it reminds me of the days watching Play School when you'd see cows being milked and milk bottles go through factories. And I love it. I never tire of it. Jars of pesto may be quick and easy, but along the coast of northern Italy, top chefs like Puni create their own from raw ingredients.
Garlic, pinoli, basilico, olio e poi formaggio parmigiano.
It smells delicious. Now, pestari obviously means pound, which is where they get pesto from, the word pesto, pestari pesto.
Now, questa è la pasta. This is the best in the world.
And he's not wrong, is he? Look at this. The classic northern Italian dish, pesto alla genovese. Creamy, tangy, green basil sauce on pasta. It needs nothing else. It's fabulous.